Hello lightworkers. Today we are going to be talking about how to overcome challenges with setting boundaries, saying no to people, and knowing when to come out of a situation or walk out of a situation, right? So if you're a lightworker, if you're an empath, if you have been facing challenges in terms of feeling energy drained when you are interacting with a certain person or a certain group of people, it could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be your colleagues, it could be anyone. If you have been feeling that just by interacting with somebody, it gives you the feeling that you are feeling exhausted, they are taking, your energy is getting drained, and you feel like, that I want to just come out of the situation, run out of that situation, right? If you have been feeling something like this, it usually happens because you are not paying attention to your inner guidance, your intuition, which is asking you to protect your energy, which is asking you to ensure that you do not allow yourself in a situation which is going to compromise your state of being, which is absolutely critical so that you can evolve to higher stages of consciousness in a smooth way, right? And when we do not pay attention to our guidance of our inner guidance system and choose to, force ourselves to interacting with certain kind of people, whom we are not lining up with, that is when all these problems happen, right? Our energy is drained, our state of being is affected, and we feel so much, disharmonious inside. You might feel anxiety, you might feel stress in your system and whatnot, right? And you will not enjoy the thing. So today I'm going to tell you why this whole thing happens, what is going on behind the scene, which is causing you the challenges with this feeling energy drained when you are interacting with somebody, and how you can start paying attention to your inner guidance system, pay more close attention to what it is telling you when you are going into a certain situation, so that you will be able to create boundaries and protect your energy, right? So if this is a challenge, if this is something that is going on in your experience right now, this is something that is going on in your spiritual awakening journey right now, then give this video a like. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so that you get a notification whenever I release a new video, right? So I'm going to give you some of my own experiences so that you can connect what the things happened with me, how I handled them, and I'm going to give you a simple way by which you will be able to connect with your inner guidance system and then have clarity to which are the situation you should avoid, right? So I remember that when I was going through my second dark night of the soul, the first one I had when I was in my early 20s, the second one came in 2019, lasted till mid 2020, and I've talked about all the dark night of the soul, the anxiety, the depression, the traumas, the health challenges and whatnot that came in one of my recent videos. So I'll probably link it somewhere above and you can check that out, where I've talked about the dark night of the soul experiences. And when it was going on, I was going through so many things. There were so many energetic changes going on. There was so much anxiety, depression, existential crisis, health challenges and whatnot going on. It became, my state of being required the utmost attention, and it required care, and it required harmony all the time. And it's very much like, when you have got a burn in your skin or a rash in your skin or something, and then you have to really be careful that you do not rub your skin over any place. You have to take a little care of it. If you have a wound or injury somewhere in your body, you be extra careful, right? So very much like that, when the dark night of the soul came in, my state of being was really vulnerable in a sense, because I was going through so much changes. My older self was dying, the newer self was to emerge, and in the middle was the dark night of the soul, which was crazy. And so much dark and intense experiences were happening. It demanded that I protect my energy. And I started noticing back then that when I'm interacting with certain kind of people, who used to be my friends, who used to be people whom I used to talk with all the time probably, although I'm always have been an introverted kind of person, but still I have friends because I am an entrepreneur and I have people that I used to chat with and stuff. But I started noticing a whole lot of people that were in my network that used to be my friends, the energy, as if like whenever I talk with them, or not even talk with them, because things they post on the internet, or the kind of mindset they have, the kind of perception about the world they have, overall their energetic field is feeling so resonant with me. It feels like I cannot be around them anymore. And it was very weird at first, okay? And then it started to happen again and again. My close friends and people who I used to talk with, when I interacted with them, and I started noticing that I can't talk with them without feeling that I'm being energy drained. And as if that my state of being wants to run away from that conversation. And I'm doing it just for the sake of friendship, just the sake of, as a duty and stuff like that. And it was not feeling good. It was not feeling good. I at first was not paying attention to it because I was thinking like, I don't know why. Like I'll try to see that if it's something about me. The more I forced myself, more I noticed that the interactions with certain people started to feel very dissonant. Not because they were bad people, not because they were saying anything bad, nothing. Normal people, normal stuff. It's just that it felt there is a misalignment or a mismatch in frequency, as if the place from where they are coming from, their stories, the thing they will share with me, their problems, their stuff, I was like, I'm like so not interested in this. Like, and it feels like work. Just interacting with you feels like work, and I feel like, running away. And I started noticing this another weird thing, that there are certain people whom I started meeting, other lightworkers, empaths, groups I started to hang out with, Facebook groups of lightworkers and stuff. I remember that people out there, some people whom I had been interacting with, new friends I made, whenever I talked with them, it felt so nourishing. It felt that there is an instant connection, like where I'm at and where they're at, and we are like vibing off each other. And whenever I talked with them, interacted with them, spent time in the group or whatever, it feels there is a nourishment that my being is receiving. And so there was this clear difference that something with certain kind of people, something happens where my entire being wants to just run away from. There are certain kind of people whom my energy is being pulled towards. I want to move towards them. An energetic thing. I was not deciding basis, on the basis of anything. It's like, it's just moving towards this, It's not just about with people. It was going with some other things also, which I'm not going to get too deeply in, but I'll just tell you about this, that it was more in the sense of energy, because I was noticing that I was feeling more harmonious and getting more growth and evolution when I was spending time alone, also spending time in nature, rather than with people, and especially with people whom I did not resonate with. That was like, it would rob me of my energy, and I would have to, stabilize myself and do everything for the next 3 days or something. It kept happening. And after quite some time, even after the Dark Night of the Soul ended in mid-2020, after quite some time, I started realizing that this is real, that this is happening. And I started finding out that other people are also talking about it, light workers and empaths, about protecting energy and stuff like that. And I started implementing boundaries just by this clear understanding that certain kind of people, when I interact with them, my state of being feels contracted. It feels like, I don't want to be around it, and certain kind of people, my state of being just wants to, move towards. Just by this clarity, I was able to, have a understanding that, okay, so these are the kind of people I have to stay away from, and this is the kind of people I can choose to move towards. Just this. And I'm going to give you today like how you can have this clarity also, so that you can overcome these challenges in setting boundaries, knowing when to say no to certain people, because it is important to say no if you have to protect your energy, if you have to maintain your energy in a state of harmony, and knowing when to walk out of a situation. These three things are very, very important, because I recognized that when I was able to protect my energy, protect my state of being, and keep it in a state of harmony, not allowing it to get compromised by things, by forcefully interacting or forcefully doing something that my heart does not want to do. When I started allowing myself to be in harmony, started protecting my energy, I noticed that a lot of up-leveling, a lot of integration, a lot of growth happened fast and smoothly. And my life's experiential quality was immensely improved. The new interactions that I started to have with new people, new friends that I was making, light workers all over the world, it was so much enriching experience. It felt so good talking with them. It felt like I'm meeting my soul family or something. They know about my life story, I know about them, and we are at the same place. It felt amazing, and as if like we have come together so that we are going to grow together and move forward. So this was happening, and I recognized the value of this whole thing, setting clear boundaries. And I have talked in detail about the mechanics of how boundaries work, how you can set boundaries, and all about that. If you want to implement boundaries, in one of my recent videos I've talked about that. I'll probably link it somewhere above the video. You can check this out. There I've talked about in detail how boundaries work and how you can implement them. But as I mentioned, one of the major challenges that starts appearing in our journey is lack of clarity. That how am I going to implement this boundaries? To whom to allow, whom not to allow? Which interactions to have, which interactions to not have? Which experiences should I run away from? Which experiences should I move towards, right? How to have this clarity? Because if you have this clarity, you can implement these boundaries with strength, with clarity, right? So the way I found it is like this. You have an inner guidance system, you have an intuition, and your state of being. Whenever you are in an interaction, whenever you are in an experience in which you are participating, which is not conducive to the growth of your consciousness, which is not conducive for your evolutionary journey of consciousness, your state of being will give you a signal to move away from that experience by contracting. You will feel that there is a tension in your system immediately. So remember some of the times when you interacted with somebody, okay, somebody who triggered you, maybe you, somebody, you are not feeling that you are not completely jiving with and it feels like work. Remember those times. Remember how it felt. You will notice that it felt like your state of being is in a state of, it's contraction. It's really contracting. It's not expansive, as if it's like, the energy is becoming blocked. And you will notice that there was a feeling of struggle. There was a feeling of the feeling of that you are making it work, that it is not coming as flow. The whole experience feels like work to you. And there is this intuitive guidance that it wants to run away from the situation. It gives you the feeling that I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. What if this whole thing stops? I just want to get out of this, These are the things. Your state of being contracts. There is a feeling that you are just making it work. It is not enjoyable and it just wants to run away from the situation. This is the clear guidance from your inner guidance system, from your intuition, which tells you that that particular experience, be it an interaction, be it an experience, be it anything, is not conducive to your spiritual growth, to your evolutionary growth of consciousness. Really. Because what happens is, this is the thing that I have been finding in my experience through my spiritual awakening journey, that all the spiritual awakening journey is about moving to higher and higher frequency experience, moving to more expansive state of experiences. So which means moving to higher stages of harmony. That's it. So if your state of being is moving to higher stages of harmony, you are basically evolving. Higher stages of harmony means higher states of comfort, higher states of relaxation, higher states of happiness, higher states of joy, bliss, and everything, really. So if you are allowing making decisions on a moment-to-moment basis, which is prioritizing your state of being to stay in harmony, to stay in relaxations, to maintain that inner sense of comfort, and paying attention to what makes you feel uncomfortable, what makes you feel disharmonious, what makes you feel contracted, and making this little adjustments based on this connection, that okay, I'm in this interaction, it does not feel good, and so I'm going to just move away from it, and maybe I have done it today, but I will not allow it much, because you'll notice if you stick with a situation which gives you the feeling of discomfort, contraction, struggle, work, and everything, if you keep with it, that discomfort, that struggle, that contraction will just increase. And which means that your evolutionary growth is slowing down. Because as I mentioned, your evolutionary growth is just about moving to higher states of harmony. That's it. If you can just connect with your inner guidance system, pay attention to it, and make these little decisions slowly, you will be able to maneuver yourself through these experiences. And it will tell you, the more you do it, the more you will notice that it tells you whenever you're in a situation, your state of being literally immediately tells you like, this feels good, this feels bad, we should move towards it, we should not move towards it. You have an inner compass inside of you, which is giving you constant signals how to maneuver through experiences that come in your spiritual awakening journey, all the challenges, all the things, all the dark, intense experiences, and all the challenges that come. You have that inner guidance system which you can constantly tune in with, which will tell you on a moment-to-moment basis how to keep your state of being so that you can maneuver through this experiences and evolve the fastest and smoothest, really. So that's it. You just have to connect with your inner guidance system. So as I mentioned, the inner guidance system plays such an important role in this journey. So I have created, a 7-day free course where I am teaching lightworkers and empaths how to connect with their inner guidance system. It's a completely free course, and you can access it in that 7-day free course. It's a free video course with simple tasks. I have given 3 tasks. Using those 3 tasks and applying them for 7 days, you will connect with your inner guidance system. Really, just that. You'll connect with your inner guidance system. Once you connect with your inner guidance system, you will be able to feel, whenever you go into a situation, when you're going in a particular interaction, whenever anything, you will be able to notice the signals of your inner guidance system, what it's telling you, and you will have clarity about it. And then it will become so much easier to move away from those situations, because all you just need is clarity. And in the program that I have, that free program that I have, you will be able to measure the progress that happens in your inner states of harmony as you pay attention to your inner guidance system, as you prioritize your inner states of harmony, and notice that every day your inner states of harmony is increasing. And when it keeps happening, you'll connect with your inner guidance system, and your inner guidance system is working 24/7 throughout the day. It is a built-in system within you. It has been there always. All I just teach is how to connect with it again, right? So that you can go through all the challenges that come in the spiritual awakening journey with ease and harmony, because you have this guiding mechanism right within you to support you, to guide you through this journey. So if you want to access the free program, it's called the 7-day resonance game. All you have to do is join my Facebook group. The link is in the description of the video. And to join the Facebook group, you have to answer 3 member joining questions. The group is for lightworkers only. Answer the 3 members joining question, and once you're in the group, in the very first post, you'll get access to the 7-day resonance game, and you will be able to play it, right? So this is what I want to give to you, that if you are facing all these challenges that come in the spiritual awakening journey, like setting boundaries and everything, connect with your inner guidance system, connect with your intuition, pay attention to your state of being. It is telling you right now. It is giving you signals. It is giving you signals in form of resonance. It is giving you signals in forms of dissonance. What feels dissonant? What feels resonant? What feels, gives you the contraction? What makes you feel expansive? What gives you joy? What brings you struggle? What feels like flow? What feels like work? It is giving you signals like that. If you just pay attention to it, you will be able to navigate through the challenges, these challenges that come in your spiritual awakening journey, and you will be able to evolve. All the challenges that come are here to give you evolution. Once you are able to go through it harmoniously, and that is all that happens in the spiritual awakening journey. And to go through it harmoniously, all you gotta do is connect with your inner guidance system. It's right within you. So if you want it, join my Facebook group, the link is in the description of the video, and get access to the 7-day resonance game and start playing it, right? So that's it for today. So if you have enjoyed this session, if you have found value in this session, please let me know in the comment. What are the things that you found valuable? Any questions you have that you want me to answer? Maybe I'll do a live session. Maybe I'll do a session on that particular topic that you want to do. Leave it in the comment also, right? And let me know what challenges are coming to you in your spiritual awakening journey. I'd really love to know about that, right? So I hope you have already subscribed to my channel and have clicked the bell notification so that you never miss any of my video, right? So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.